What's up everyone, Darcblade here with a quick information video regarding this week's limited bounties, event quests and miscellaneous news for Monster Hunter Wilds. This is for the week starting the 21st of January 2026, so let's jump into this. Now first of all, in regards to miscellaneous news, there isn't that much going around. Unfortunately, the main bits of news, so to speak, is the issues in regards to Monster Hunter Wilds running better depending on how much DLC you have, although I haven't really been following this in depth because the technical stuff behind Monster Hunter is, I feel, not my expertise, shall we say. Plus I play on console and thus I don't have first-hand experience necessarily of this issue. Regardless, I hope it's something that gets addressed if you are affected by it. Speaking of, next week, I believe Capcom are releasing a PC-only patch, so hopefully this may address the issue as well as other performance issues. But let's move on to talk about this week's limited bounties. As always, these can be found by talking to the Courier Palico found at the support desk, or in your menus. This week we have the following. First of all is to complete 5 quests ranked 1 star or higher. This means any quest basically, and for completing 5 you'll get some advanced armor spheres. Next up is to complete 3 quests in the Windward Plains. Again, this can be done at any rank, and for doing so, you'll get a silver Meldon ticket and hard armor spheres. Next up is to hunt 5 large high-rank flying wyverns, which include the likes of Rathalos, Rathian, Raidal, so on and so forth, and for doing so, you'll get a silver relic ticket and a heavy armor sphere. Next up is to hunt 3 tempered monsters ranked 5 star or higher, and for doing so you'll get some Orichalcite, heavy armor spheres and pick a mill voucher. And then finally, and unfortunately, we have to hunt 5 tempered Seregios ranked 9 star or higher, and for doing so we'll get some silver talisman tickets. This is a little bit of a pain in the butt, in all honesty. Last week it was 5 tempered Mizuzunes, this week it's Seregios, which could be arguably harder than Mizuzune, but the change from doing any 9 star monster to specific ones, it is a little bit of a slog. I much preferred the variety of hunting any 9 star monsters rather than 5 specific monsters. Hell, I would even prefer it if it was hunt 5 tempered flying wyverns ranked 9 star or higher. But anyway, we also have the Arena limited bounties, Fishing limited bounties, and Endemic Life limited bounties if you want some extra challenges and tasks to complete. But apart from that, that's it for the limited bounties, so we'll move on to talk about the event quests. Now, as always, the event quests, we have access to the permanent ones, which include all the Arch-Tempered Monster event quests, the event quests that yield armor spheres, the event quests that yield Artium parts, and the event quests that yield special minerals. But do we have anything new this week? Well, unfortunately, in terms of event quests, this one's a little bit of a slow one. We don't really have any new ones. We still have access to the kind of new event quest, Playing the Long Game, a 8-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 41 or above, and has players taking on a Tempered Mizuzune and Tempered Balahara in the Wounded Hollow. This is a quest that will yield us Woodward Likey-like tickets, which can be then taken over to the blacksmith to craft the Eager Woodward Helm. An interesting helm that gives us Mushroom-mancer, earplugs and survival expert, but we're really taking this for layered armor purposes in all honesty. It's a cute little Woodward right in our head. As for the other event quests we have the White Wonder, a 9-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 100 or above and has players taking on a tempered Balangonga in the Ice Shard Cliffs. You want to take on this quest if you want to get glowing stones, so it's a talisman farming quest. Tempered Blangonga here is a little bit easier than some of the other 9-star tempered monsters in the game, so it's an okay quest to take on if you're looking to increase your talisman collection. You then have access to Shining Blades against the Dull Wasteland, a 6-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 31 or above, and has players taking on a Seregios in the Windward Plains. Nothing super special about this quest, but for completing it, we are rewarded with quite a few decorations that we can use with our weapons. Next up is No More Mr. Ice Guy, a 6-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 31 or above, and has players taking on a Tempered Blangonga in the Ice Shard Cliffs. Again, much like the Seregios quest we just talked about, your main reward for completing this quest is decorations, but this time they're armor decorations. Next up is Ballet in the Rain, a 5-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 21 or above and has players taking on a Tempered Lalabarina in the Scarlet Forest. And for completing this quest, again, you're rewarded with decorations for your weapons, although they're lower rank than the Seregios event quest. Next up is Sand-Scarred Soul, a 5-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 9 or above, and has players taking on a Dushagma in the Windward Plains. And keeping in theme here, we're rewarded with decorations for our armor once more, but these are the lower tier decorations again. Finally is Peak Nersilla, a 4-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 9 or above, and has players taking on a Nersilla in the Iceshard Cliffs. Now for completing this quest, you're rewarded with quite a few ingredients that you can use on your barbecue grill, namely airy eggs, or airy and fluffy eggs. You can also get other ingredients, but it's mainly the eggs. But that's about it for all the event quests. But before we go, we gotta talk about the arena quests, as there have been a bunch added to the game. We still have access to 2 existing ones, which include the event Ballerina and Firebird, a 4-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 16 or above, and has players taking on a Lalabarina and Yan Kutku in the Wounded Hollow. This is a qualifier hunt for the Taiwan Monster Hunter Wilds Championship 2026. We then also have the event Twilight Gate, a 6-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 41 or above, and has players taking on a Gormagala in the Wounded Hollow, and this is the final of the Taiwan Championship 2026. But we have 3 new ones, including the event Chill or Be Chilled, a 6-star high rank quest for requiring hunters to be hunter rank 41 or above, and has players taking on a Jin Dahad in the Rime Chain Peak. It's not the Wounded Hollow, but I guess the monster can't fit in that location. This arena event quest is part of the semi-finals for the Monster Hunter Wilds Championship 2026. We then have event Eightfold Execration, a 6-star high rank quest, again requiring hunters to be hunter rank 41 or above, and has players taking on a new Udra in the Wounded Hollow. This is the qualifier for the Monster Hunter Wilds Championship 2026. And then finally we have event The Dreamer's Stairway, a 7-star high rank quest that requires hunters to be hunter rank 41 or above, and has players taking on a Dushagma, Raidao, and Arkveld in the Wounded Hollow. This is the finals quest for the Monster Hunter Wilds Championship 2026. But what do you get for completing any of these quests? Well, not much really. Nothing special comes from completing these quests. You of course get coins and other loot, but for the most part there is nothing unique about completing these. These are purely here to test your mettle or practice if you are participating in these tournaments. But that's about it for this week. As you can see, it is a little slow, but we still have the final title update coming in February hopefully, and the seasonal events will start rotating as well. As always, I'll bring you more news when that comes around, and I'll also be bringing you the final Gogmazio guide, which is a little bit late, I do apologise, and the best of the best build series, as we're getting to that point where our builds are at that level. But what are your thoughts? Please leave a comment down below, and until next time, I've been Darcblade, bringing you this week's limited bounties, miscellaneous information and event quests in Monster Hunter Wilds. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.